I am Dr. Nimeka, a clinical sonologist and the course coordinator for Graceland Medicare Ultrasound Institute. So today we're going to talk about the history, the science, and how waves are propagated and made to become images on ultrasound. We will promise to make this very simple, practical, and very clear, so that at the end of this foundation lecture, you will appreciate how ultrasound. So what is our core focus in this first lecture? That is the level 1 course. Our core focus is number 1, core physics, the physics of ultrasound. That is the basis of ultrasound. Without you knowing the physics, you know nothing ultrasound. We need to know the machine knobology, that is the knobs. As you can see, these are the language of the sonologist, sonographer, and everybody that is dealing with ultrasound. We need to know the safety principles that guides the machine itself, the sonologist, and even the patient, which is very, very important. Then it covers introduction into abdominopelvic ultrasound. Yeah, so we're going to start with a brief history of how ultrasound started. It started by the sonar technology during the World War II. There was this war that was happening on the marine, and the opponents were defeated. Somebody actually did something, went under the sea, submarine, and used sound waves to locate the enemy's position, and was sending missiles under the water through the echoes of these sound waves he was using to target the enemy. This science at 1950 was modified by a group of researchers who sat down and said, how can we apply this into ultrasound medicine? And this was the birth of the evolution of ultrasound medicine, such that today we now have high resolution scans. We now use sound waves to produce images that are safe, non-invasive, and are very indispensable at very, very cheap and affordable price. Now, what is ultrasound? Ultrasound is just a smart technology. It's just how we use sound waves to make images. And what is the basis of ultrasound? This is when sound waves above the range of hearing becomes images. At the frequency of 220 kilohertz, you cannot hear any sounds again. At that frequency,